Hello everyone, my name is Illyrio and today I'm going to present you a really lag-friendly bone meal based bamboo farm. This farm produces 267,000 bamboo per hour and it consumes 180,000 bone meal per hour. I also made a bigger version which is a bit more than 1,000,000 bamboo per hour. The idea behind this farm is to be really lag-friendly and simple to build if you want a few double chests of bamboo. But if you want millions of bamboo, then I will recommend making a flying machine based one because you can get a lot more without needing any bone meal. This farm was inspired by a concept that Floppy shown, which is this one. You only have one piston and two redstone blocks connected with lime to trigger the dispenser and also the piston which will destroy the bamboo. The way it works is that this piston will start by being extended. When it will retract, it will move this redstone block here and the redstone block will power the piston by quasi-conductivity, so the piston will extend again and then it will do that on a 6-game tick cycle. So this makes a really easy 6-game tick clock. By default, the redstone block will be here, which will power the dispenser by quasi-conductivity. Then when the piston starts retracting, it will move. When the redstone block is moving, it will become a block 36, which means it's not powering the dispenser anymore. It will move for 2-game tick, and then on the third one, it will arrive here. So now it's powering the dispenser, but the dispenser can only be powered every 4-game ticks, so it will not get powered here. On game tick 4, the redstone block will start moving again, and it will arrive on game tick 6, which will power the dispenser again. So this will basically power the dispenser every 6-game tick. Now the issue is that you can't have a hopper here because it will get powered by the redstone block, so instead you can have a dropper and then a hopper. And it will work the same because the redstone block will power the dropper at the same time that it will power the dispenser. And of course, even if this works on a 6-game tick cycle, since we have a hopper, that will work in hopper speed, and it will only trigger the dispenser on average every 8-game ticks. But now we can realize that only 1 or 2 bamboo get collected every time, because the bamboo will not grow more than 2 blocks. So this doesn't need to be as tall. Instead you can have the piston lower. Here for example. So this will work the same. But we can now think of a way to stack this module to have multiple next to each other. So one idea will be to have honey blocks instead of slime, but you can make it even simpler. You can actually stack 5 of these modules next to each other, and then connect with the slime block here. And have the redstone block here. And now we reach the push limit of 12 blocks. So it's the same thing but with 5 modules next to each other. To contain the bamboo you need to have some non-sticky blocks on the side and you need to leave 2 blocks above the bottom one and then you can have any type of blocks on top. And when everything is contained you can have some water to collect all the bamboos. So you can have the source on one side and bring everything on the other side. So now let's see. Yeah, we have all the bamboos arriving here. So we can also add a counter to see how many we have. And as you can see, we have some of them landing here, but you can't really do anything about it except adding hover minecarts, but I don't think that's a good idea. And I will actually check how many we lose. So this is with the normal collection system. Let's just tick warp a bit. So we have around 67,300, 400. Let's see for an hour how many we have. And then we'll test with this setup, which will teleport all the items on top of the hopper, so we can make sure we don't lose anything. So these are the results roughly. And now let's see if we teleport the items. And we can see that this is roughly the same. So we lose about 150 items every hour, which is really not a lot, so I don't think that's worth it to have open minecarts. To add more modules you just need to stack the exact same one. And then you need to replace the slime blocks with honey blocks. And you also need to connect all the pistons to the same line, just like so. And then if you have 2 modules, you can have the collection in the middle, and you can have 2 more modules on this side just mirrored from this one. In the complete farm I have 4 modules and it's the same on both sides. I have a redstone line in the middle to connect all the pistons. I use moss because we already use moss here, but you can also use grass if you want. The lights are just for spawn proofing, you don't need to have them. You just need these 2 blocks to be solid blocks. And here I have a box heater to distribute the bone meal. So I have a dispenser to place the box and then it will get destroyed by the slime block and sent to the lava. So it will destroy the box and only keep the items, which will be sent then in the water stream. The items will first go onto this pressure plate to trigger this pulse extender and then go around the farm to fill the hoppers. Then when this pulse extender reaches 0, it will trigger again a new box. But if all the hoppers are full, when the items go around the farm, they will still trigger this pressure plate, which will reset this pulse extender and prevent dispensing another box. So it will only dispense bone meal when we make sure we don't have any bone meal left in the water stream. And to turn it off, we will retract these blocks to make sure we don't trigger bone meal anymore. The only downside of this system is that when you turn off the farm and you still have bone meal in the water stream, the bone meal will despawn. That is everything I wanted to show you about this farm, and that should be enough information for you if you want to build it. And there will also be a schematic if you want to just follow the schematic. So we can turn it on again one last time to see. We can see the bone meal being sent all around the farm. And at the end it will trigger again this pressure plate. So now we still have enough bone meal, it won't trigger anything. And when this reaches 0, it will trigger another one. Just like so. And we lose a bit of bamboo that escaped the farm, but like the loss I've shown you before, this is just a small amount of bamboo, and even if it lands inside of the hoppers, it can sometimes happen, it will just get dispensed out of the dispenser and it won't break the farm. The only difference with the big farm is that instead of a pulse extender, I have a clock with the correct speed to distribute the bone meal. So thank you for watching, I hope you liked this video and I will see you next time. Bye!